Hey family, this is Chandra Kydd having Real Talk live. Now, excuse my appearance, but listen, I was doing some housework and I had a conversation that disturbed me, and I wanted to share it with you all regarding education and entrepreneurship. Now, you all know that I am the guru of adult education, and I am a big advocate of lifelong learning and getting better. Now, I had a conversation with my lawn guy, and I told my lawn guy months ago that I want him coming to clean and cut my yard every 2 weeks, like clockwork. Put me on the schedule. I don't want to have to remind you. We had a big back and forth about, how to pay, and he likes to do cash and so on and so forth. Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm busy. I'm super busy. I don't have time to wait to give you cash. So listen, let's talk about education and entrepreneurship. So one of the things that really upset me about what he said to me was it had been more than the 2 weeks, and it's been raining a lot lately. So my grass was looking a hot mess, and I don't like to come home and pull into my own driveway and see my yard looking a certain kind of way. It does something to me, if y'all feeling me, okay? So I said to him, I called him and said, listen, when you coming, what's the deal? My yard looks pretty bad. So he comes by, he cuts the grass. He said, I'll be there. Like, fine. He cuts the grass. And then he says to me afterwards that, hey, if I don't come, you need to call me and remind me, because if it gets bad, then I usually charge more money. So I'm looking at him and I'm saying to myself, if I told you to come like clockwork as a business owner and a person who is running an entrepreneurial opportunity for himself, I have to remind you to come make my money? Something with that wasn't right. And it really rubbed me the wrong way. You're going to charge me and penalize me for not calling you to come cut my grass that I told you on multiple occasions to do every 2 weeks like clockwork. I don't want it on my mind. That's why I hired you. Because the truth is, I could cut it myself if I really had to. But I'm busy, and I wanted to give an opportunity for someone else who I knew could do a much better job, right? So let's move on to another scenario of a conversation that I had with a student a while back. And this young man was young, very smart, very savvy, however, needed his high school diploma. Now, in his mind, he lived with his parents, and I'm going to just say that, lived at home, but he had started a business for himself. Now, I don't remember what the business was, but apparently he was doing really good and making a lot of money. So in his mind, he didn't really need his GED. He was only doing it because his parents were saying either go to school or get out, one of those types of scenarios. So he wasn't really trying to work hard to get this thing done. And I am very serious and passionate about what I do. We take this thing seriously. We don't waste money and we don't waste time, is how I feel. So he and I have this conversation, and he says to me, Miss Kydd, I don't really need my GED. I got this business set up, and he does most things. He does it online. He says, I'm making good money. So then I said to him, how long do you plan to be in business? Is this business something you're just going to do while you live at home with your parents? Or is this something you see as a future career move? Right? So he says this is something he plans to do. I say, well, if you plan to do this 5, 10, 15, 20 years into the future, and you want to grow this as a legitimate business, so you can set up your LLC, or however you want to say, your S Corp, or however you need to set this thing up. I say, if you plan to grow, eventually you will need certain things that you need to know, right? Because a bank don't want to loan to someone who doesn't have all of the foundational education and information and business plans set up that they feel comfortable giving their money, right? So I said to him, listen, you got to sign contracts, create contracts. You got to have legal things to back you up. You don't know how your reading is not the best. So we want to sharpen and improve that. But if you're not going to give the effort, right, to improve that, don't think about this as learning to read to take a test. You need to learn to read to live in the real world, because you will have to create and sign and have others sign contracts. So you need to understand what you read. And in his mind, oh, I could just hire somebody. But I'm like, you know what? Why not have some of the knowledge for yourself so that you don't get taken advantage of by others who know you don't know? So listen to me. If you are a person who does not have your high school diploma or maybe a certification, all right, I am serious about this. If you have a passion for something and you want to create a business and become a true entrepreneur, and I'm not talking about people who have a business in their name. I'm talking about people who make money, because at the end of the day, that's our goal, is to be profitable and to create beyond revenue, because revenue and profit is two different things, y'all. Let me explain. Revenue is the money you make. Profit is the money you have left over after you pay your bills. You should not be spending those two monies the same way. Pay your bills so you don't put yourself out of business. Now back to this young man. I say to him, now you may want to make this company grow. You will need a loan, right? You want to show lenders that you are very knowledgeable of more than just how to do the business. So let me explain this to those and break it down just a little bit, all right? For those who have a passion and are thinking of going into business. Say you are a really great cook and you love to cook and people love your food. That does not mean you're ready to open a catering business, because once you go into business for yourself, there is so much more that you need to know and understand. Do you understand payroll? Do you understand how to hire people? Because the employees can literally eat you out of business if you don't hire skilled employees and understand how to onboard and train them, right? How to talk to them, how to communicate. Do you understand the processes you need to set up? Do you know how to do inventory? Do you understand bookkeeping and record keeping? Do you know how to be able to handle your taxes, or at least have it organized so that you can have a person do your taxes in a way that's not going to be a hot mess and get you in trouble with Uncle Sam? See, I want to have this real talk with you all, family, because I want y'all to understand that no matter what you do, education needs to be at the forefront of that. Now, I'm not saying you need to go and get a 4-year degree. If you can, fine, but at least have foundational skills and constantly learn how to do your business better. Now, I want to get back to my line guy. All right. Now, a simple solution. If you are a person who has clients who want your business, he could simply put a reminder in his phone. He needs some type of customer relation management system as simple as his phone, schedule, or calendar to remind him of whose yard he needs to cut and on what days. And he can schedule it out that way to keep him on track so that his customers are always happy. And let's take it a step further, y'all. If he creates a system, a list of his customers, he can then say thank you or send a little note for the holidays saying thank you for your business. This is how we cultivate our clients. This is what we're lacking. This is what we need to understand. Now, I get it. He is an older gentleman who may not like technology, but listen, it's here and it helps. So find out how to use it. You could watch a YouTube video. That's free. All right. There is no excuse why we can't learn to get better. Go to the library. It is free. There are so many free resources. Watch one of my Real Talk videos about information. Everywhere you go, there is information that is either affordable or it's free. And even if you have to spend money for it, it's an investment in you. So stop being cheap. Okay, stop being cheap, because the knowledge, if it has a return on the investment, I guarantee you it was so worth it. So don't cheat yourself out of great opportunities and blessings down the line. So y'all, this is Real Talk. I want us to be better and get better, but that comes through wisdom and understanding and growing in knowledge. Never stop learning. I'm Chandra Kydd of Smart Kid Concepts. This was Real Talk Live, y'all. No need for me to sugarcoat it. We're going to keep it real because because that's what I do, because I care about y'all just that much, to tell y'all the truth so that we can all get better together. Bye, y'all. Next time, we'll talk.